Hello, YouTube. My name is Sean from the Social Slip Ups channel, and today we're just gonna do a little interesting video. Uh, we're going over the Hollywood Reporter, and they have like a ranking system of all the 70 Marvel movies ranked from worst to best. Now, I'm not gonna go over every single one. We're just gonna go over a few and some of my opinions on it, even though they probably don't even matter. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into this. So you guys are probably all wondering what 70 is, and it's Man Thing. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I've never watched this movie. So if anyone has any idea what this movie is, someone tell me in the comments. The first Captain America, yeah, probably. Any of the Fantastic Four were not really good. So they just never been able to get the Fantastic Four like series done right. Like all of them have been placed in. I think the only one we're missing is what, Silver Surfer. Jack Nicholas and Ghost Rider, or not Jack Nicholas. Oh my God, Nicholas Cage. I'm an idiot. 62. Yeah, that's worth it. And here we go. All the Fantastic Four have all been placed in there. So they've never been able to do a Fantastic Four movie, right? Which kind of sucks because it is such a great group, but they just can't do it right. Ghost Rider, yeah. Daredevil, understandable. Punisher, haven't watched. I've only watched this version of Punisher, and it was okay. Blade Trinity, okay. Again, you probably have like your A, B, C tier movies, and most of these are in C tier. Like they're okay. They're not great. But they're okay. This one, they should have used the original uniform for him, for Logan. Like they did a little sneak peek of it, but they never used it. Kind of sucked because it was actually good. Never watched Morbius, and I only heard that it was just really laughable. So, Blade, solid movie, okay. Spider-Man 3, not great, even though I'm a big fan of Tobey Maguire and his Spider-Man. I think his Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man. A lot of people are going to say Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland, but more people will say Andrew Garfield. I think Tobey Maguire is the best. New Mutants, I thought this was going to be a really good, like kind of like a horror type movie. I never actually went out and watched it or took the time to watch it, so clearly it's not even that great. So, meh. Dark Phoenix, okay. Dark World, it's the okay one for Thor. Amazing Spider-Man 2, okay. We're fine. I actually really enjoyed Venom. I thought Venom was, even though it's I would put it in B, so I'd put this in like the top 30s or whatever. Iron Man 3, all right. Again, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I actually really like these Venom movies. I think they're really funny. So this should be a little bit higher up on the list. I personally like it. I understand that they're kind of putting it middle of the road, but I think it should be in the 30s. Volume 2, solid. I enjoy comedy from those. Apocalypse was alright. Hulk, meh. Incredible Hulk, I remember watching this. It's alright. Nothing too great. Black Widow. Like I would put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and both Venoms above Black Widow. Not saying I didn't like it. I did like it. I watched it in theaters. But it was just okay. Blade 2, never watched Blade 2. I watched Blade Trinity and Blade 1. I never watched Blade 2, which is probably bad. First Class, this is always on like TNT or FXM. Like if you casually throw on there, there's like a solid list of movies, and First Class is always on there. It's okay. This is madness. This is absolute madness that they're putting Avengers Endgame at 36. This is a top 10 movie from Marvel. Because I remember like week 1, week 2, potentially week 3 of it being in theaters, it was sold out. It was hard to get tickets to this movie. So anyone who I don't understand, this should be way higher. This should be top 15, top if not top 10 movie from Marvel of all time. Thor, okay, yeah, understandable. Eternals was okay. It did set up like a few different characters in the storyline, which is good. But it was okay. Nothing too great. I enjoyed Homecoming. I think this should be a little bit higher, maybe in the 20s. Love and Thunder. I think Homecoming should be way above Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder was okay. Nothing great. Infinity War. This is also madness. This is top 5. Top 5 movies. Infinity War was top 5 because this was the catalyst of all Marvel movies. This was the top tier. Like, this is where all the Marvel characters come together, and it was amazing. This and Endgame should be so much higher. Like, whoever made this list right now is something's wrong here. Shang-Chi, solid movie. I enjoyed it. Top 20. Wolverine. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wolverine was the movie where they actually showed the suit. So anyone who immediately jumped to the comments and yelled at me for Wolverine Origins, that's on me. This is where they showed the suit. They should have used it more. They should have used the suit more. Iron Man 2. Alright, that's fine. Future Past, I remember watching that in movies. It was okay. Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, solid. A lot of people, again, put him above Tobey Maguire. I think Tobey Maguire is the best. Actually, one of our good friends is a massive Andrew Garfield fan, and we like go back and forth on it. But still a solid movie. I think it should be maybe 20s. Well, it is in the 20s, but lower 20s. Ragnarok, solid. No Way Home. It was a great way. It was a great movie. It was just a really good movie. Doctor Strange, solid. Far From Home was really good. I really enjoyed Far From Home. Good comedy here and there. Now, they're going to... This movie is so good. This movie is so good. Like, it brought R-rated movies to Marvel. Like, where they can have R-rated movies and just have some fun with it. They finally gave Ryan Reynolds the opportunity to have fun with a Marvel movie. Like, they gave him full reign on do whatever you want to do. It is so good. And this, with the budget that they had to make this movie, I think, what was it, like 2 million, or I can't remember the exact number, but they doubled it, if not tripled it. If it even, they could have 10 times that thing. They did such a good job with this movie, and I really enjoyed that movie. It's just funny to watch and go back. Deadpool 2, solid. It was just kind of like more Ryan Reynolds doing whatever the hell he wants, which I'm always for. Ryan Reynolds is such a great actor. Guardians of the Galaxy, solid placing. Captain America, First Avenger, solid placing. Big Hero 6, if you did not know, Big Hero 6 is actually a Marvel movie. It's based off of like a really... it's a very like less well known actually Japanese part of the of Marvel. It's like a Japanese comic that's underneath the Marvel branding. Uh, it's a lot of people actually don't know that. Again, I love this movie. The only thing it just truly reminds me of is actually Overwatch because half the characters look like characters from Overwatch, which is hilarious. But I'm for it. I love the movie. It was a great, great movie, and it's an awesome children's movie. I think I was like, it was me and my two brothers were like the only people that were actual adults watching this movie, besides like parents with their children. It was just me and my brothers. We were like the oldest people there besides parents, which was absolutely hilarious. But I really enjoyed that movie. It was really good. Age of Ultron, awesome. I'm always a big fan of, oh God, what's his name? Main villain, James Spader. Big fan of James Spader. I've watched a lot of like series with him in it, so I was a big fan when he was the voice of Ultron. So I'm a massive fan of that. So 16 is solid. Ant-Man and the Wasp, like Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War should have been in front of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Spider-Man, like a bunch of the Spider-Man movies should have been above this. Deadpool should have been above this. Like, it's good, but not great. Like the fact I want to know who actually made this list because where they placed those two movies, the Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, is absolute madness. Like top 30, that's it. Those are like top 10, top 5 movies of all time. Civil War, great movie. Got a bunch of the characters that we wanted to see together underneath one movie. That was the lead up to having a lot of Marvel characters all together. That was the lead. That was the spark that they needed to put forth the Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. Because I remember watching this movie, and I was like, "Holy shit! Holy crap! This is what we're going to see in those movies." Because I knew those movies were coming, but this is what we're going to see in those movies, and I can't wait for it. Holds up tremendously. I love this movie. I think it's. I can't wait for the next one. But this is such a good movie. Like, a lot of people may not like cartoony type movies, but this is such a good movie. This should be even higher. I think top 10. This should be above 13. But I can't put it above this. I really enjoyed this movie also. Ant-Man, I think Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse could be above Ant-Man. It's good. It's really good, if not great. Top 20, maybe top 15, maybe low 20s. Great. Doctor Strange, great movie. I understand where it's at. X-Men, amazing. Cool. X-Men 2, it's okay. There's, again, a bunch of other movies that I would put above these. Captain Marvel. No. No. Cool, you finally... it's great. A lot of people are probably going to hate me that a... I'm not going to get political with all this crap. There's a lot of really good movies that are better than this. I remember I watched this movie on a plane. I was like, oh, okay, this is alright. This is okay. Nothing too great. I wouldn't have put it top 7 at all. I would have put it in 20s or 30s. Like, again, Endgame, Avengers, Infinity War. A lot of other movies are better than this. So, I don't know why they ranked it at 7. 7 is madness. She did Brie Larson did a great job portraying the character. Amazing job. But it's not as good as some of the other movies that are out there. It's just not. A lot of people agree with me. It's hard to rank these. But when you put Endgame and Infinity War in the 30s, and then you put Captain Marvel at 7, that's kind of out there. That's wild. That's out there. Spider-Man, I like this at 6. I'm a big fan of that at 6. Winter Soldier, I'm 4 at 5. Iron Man, amazing at 4. Yep, love that. Black Panther, perfect spot. Amazing spot, if not higher. I love this movie. This is an amazing movie. It literally was. I was a big fan of it. I think 3 is actually a really good spot for it. They did an amazing job with that movie. They did everything. And then Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. He portrayed that character. He portrayed T'Challa. No one else could have portrayed him better. Michael B. Jordan was also amazing in the movie. I was expecting that they were going to actually bring him back and have him become the new Black Panther because of the whole entire situation. But the way they went it, I haven't seen the new movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing that new movie. And I hope it's really good. So hopefully everything went through really well on that. But I really enjoy Chadwick Boseman. I've been a big fan of his works. I watched 42, where he played Jackie Robinson. Amazing movie. And several of his other movies. I just enjoy his work. Spider-Man 2, amazing. I'm for it. And Avengers. Yes, I understand. Avengers at 1. I think 2 should be Infinity War. 3, Black Panther. 4, Endgame. And then all of these kind of move back up, except for Captain Marvel. She should go way back up. I think 20s, 30s. But yeah, I'm fine with their top 3. I'm good with their top 3. Like, Avengers is solid. Avengers should be number 1. But this should be Infinity War. And this should be Endgame. And then everything moves back up on the list. But yeah, if you guys want to give your opinions on saying that I'm completely wrong and that these guys got it right, or that some of my opinions are absolutely wrong, put it in the comments down below. Give me some crap. Just throw shade right back at me. I'm for it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. And if you made it to this part, at this point, you already watched the entire video. So, might as well subscribe. So, and if you subscribe, there's a few buttons right next to it. You can turn on post notifications so you know when every single one of our videos drops. Then you can like it. And then you just go down in the comments and just absolutely throw a ton of shade towards me, thinking that I'm an absolute idiot or I'm stupid and my opinions are completely wrong. I'm for it. Do whatever you guys want to do. I hope you guys have a great one. Love you all, and goodbye.